Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Blind Descent playtest. It is a sci-fi survival sandbox game set deep below the surface of Mars, which, oddly enough, I don't think I actually can think of a single game or, major franchise that really delves into, what if Mars had life underneath it? And so I'm actually kind of curious to see where they go with this one. Anyways, made by Pakuch. I'm so sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce that one. And published by Meta Publishing, which is Owlcat's publishing label, which is kind of neat. It's neat to see them take their success and turn that into something positive for the rest of the industry. But they were kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video. I should say as part of that the Blind Descent playtest is going on right now, so if you want to pick it up and play yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's still in an alpha state, I should mention, so there are going to be bugs, there are going to be some missing features, a lot of missing content, that kind of stuff, but just to be able to dive in and see where we go. So, new game. Be currently in load map is true. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of placeholders, including Daniel Harris, who is, I think, the only playable character. The year is 2071. You're at the Hyperion excavation site on Mars. You're suddenly awakened in the middle of the night. It's time. Your team has been tasked with establishing the initial exploration outpost. It's completely unknown what you will find, as there are dangers that lie ahead. You step into the elevator, preparing yourself for your descent into the uncharted darkness. Whatever lies below, your team will be the first to see it. Feels like you'd send drones down first. But, I mean, obviously that would be safe. And this needs to rely on, immediately bad things are happening. That'd be really interesting going through a bunch of old sci-fi. Damn, that guy's bold being in the middle of actual fire to just save a guy. I mean, maybe the suits are more fireproof than I thought. Did you know that flammable and inflammable mean the same thing? Oh, for a second I thought I had 3 fingers and I'm like, oh, that's a twist, but no. Anywho.
Good. You're finally awake. Nice to have you back, Pathfinder. I'm Hollowwatch, your AI companion. I suspect you are experiencing disorientation and possibly amnesia resulting from physical trauma. May I suggest you start to investigate the immediate area to determine our next steps?
Where am I?
You're currently within the Hyperion excavation site on Mars. The elevator transporting you and the rest of the crew crashed. You are not the only survivor, but you are the only one within this vicinity. I can spend more time answering questions, but I would strongly suggest you start investigating the area. Very good. You move, I will guide.
Oh. I have one hell of a kick. Bam. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything for me to grab, though. So we should probably get out of here before I suffocate. Well, not suffocate. Dehydrate. Oh, that's interesting. There was a very noticeable visual bug the last time I played this. It seems to have disappeared. Okay. Maybe it wasn't actually that noticeable. Oh, no, it is. Okay.
The closest comparison in my database is found in the Earth Animalia class known as birds.
It's when you turn, you can kind of see parts of your character model. Okay, so let's try not to do that. I wouldn't expect it to be perfect now.
Quite extraordinary. In all the simulations I ran, I never could have predicted this. We have so much to explore. I'm detecting a scanner up ahead. You should pick it up. Someone from the crew must have dropped it, and that means 2 things. Firstly, that at least one of your crew survived, and second, we're on the right path.
I'm gonna poke at the audio settings for a second. He's really quiet, unless he's considered a sound effect, which he could be. Because sometimes game dialogue is wrapped into sound effects or Well, okay. Doesn't look like it can mantle back up there. Okay. Signs of Earth-based DNA. Alien. Well, looks like it can get dry leaves. Anything else around here? I don't know what it's used for, but it might as well have a number. And just a lot of dry leaves down here. Where's the light coming from? Because I feel like... Okay, wait. Red belly succulent. This thing? Useless. No crafting potential. That's fun. I know it's been done before, but I do love the you're in an alien environment. Go scan everything. Okay, so we've got a tree here. Banana tree? Am I hurting myself with that? I have no idea. Well, I don't see a safe way to descend otherwise. So, Geronimo. That absolutely would have probably killed this guy in real life.
Knew whether it would be safe to eat.
Okay, so no, it doesn't seem like sound effects are... Okay, toxic, disgusting.
This will be safe for you to consume, Pathfinder. I make no promises about the taste, I'm afraid.
It says toxic, though. What is this? Eye flower. I don't know, it's terrifying. Oh, there was a safe way to descend. Yeah, let's not go that direction. Oop, grab stone. Alright, anything else? Yeah, palm tree. I guess I might as well scan this. Yeah, everything that I find and research here unlocks new recipes for me. I like that system. I don't know, it gives it kind of like a natural tech tree feel. That the further you range out, the more stuff you find, the more useful bits. Let's see, umbrella plant. There we go. How do I... G to drop. Okay. Yeah, because we want sticks if we can snag them. Because I've got these larger leaves, but what I should do is probably figure out fast crafting. Oh, we actually sit down and do it. Okay, so wooden club, stone axe. I'm going to need some vines. Okay, so I got to find something I can... Oh, probably this? Resistant vine. Okay, trees, got useful stuff. Anything more? No. I gotta just keep an eye out for more of these. Question, can I drink the water? If I can, it doesn't seem to want to let me. Okay, fast crafting. So once again, let's try making a stone axe. So we do have to worry about durability.
You managed to build a satisfactory axe. Good job. Next, you'll need to start a fire, preferably without injuring yourself. Not only will a fire keep your body temperature optimal, it will also allow you to thoroughly cook any foodstuffs, boil water to make it safe, and keep away any hostile entities we may encounter. You'll need rocks, wood, and dry material to start a fire. I can guide you to the supplies you need.
Okay, so that doesn't have anything. Red belly succulent. Currently not useful. Keep looking around. There is an animal down here. I mean, go figure, there would be. They're just rabbits. I hope they're not just rabbits. We'll see. I've played a couple of sci-fi games where the critters are... Okay, no, that's definitely a more unique thing up there. That does look like just a regular rabbit. Like that critter is definitely unique. I feel like instead of rabbit, it should be quote-unquote rabbit, and you don't name it until later on. But that it should not just be a rabbit. Blue creeper plant. Slightly nutritious, edible to humans. God, I'd feel super uncomfortable about eating this. Well, on the plus side, that's a hell of a lot of sustenance. Okay, so we've ate some food. Looks like we've got a bunch of these. Seeing some water up ahead, too. So I think I might take this area up here. Okay, there's something weird looking there. Oh, we can scan the resistant vine. Can we not? Interesting. There's a frog thing. Rainbow crab. Oh, then there's the weird gazelle creature. Is this? Plant nothing. Okay, these look different. Wither fruit. Disgusting toxic. Leave that alone. And bamboo. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grab these. I guess get some hollow sticks. Maybe we just break all of them. I can always get more. Okay. So I think I'm going to set up a base, kind of at the base of this over here. Because it wants me to build a campfire. We don't have that many opportunities to heal. Or, we don't have that many good base spots, and this one seems fine, unobtrusive. Construction. Okay, lean-to fire pit. We need more stones, we need more sticks. It is going to take forever for me to unlearn E as interact. I'm going to be kicking so many things. Hopefully it doesn't do damage to my base. I'm going to kick something crucial at some point. I guess another explanation for the rabbits is literally just somebody's been here before. You know, this is the work of someone or something. These more stones, cool. Then I'm gonna need sticks. Can't kick that. Probably break these though. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna bring these logs out into this kind of pseudo clearing for the time being. You can chop them in half. Axes were required to chop the log. So we have a split log. It says breakdown, but it doesn't seem to. Okay. So one of these had sticks. Was it you? These. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna can my way through this entire setup. Doesn't seem like it cost me any stamina either. Unfortunately... Okay, so I can grab the leaves first. And then we're going to bring them out here. Where's my pile of junk? Here-ish. That's a lot of leaves. Go back and grab our sticks. Is that enough? Oh. Boy, breaking the big umbrella plants really did result in maybe too many leaves. That's okay. We'll just...
You see that strange growth over there? On the tree you cut earlier. Either way, it wasn't there before. You should scan it.
I'll figure that out as soon as I'm not dying. Okay, I've got a bunch of these large sticks. I think we're just gonna break them all before things go bad. Let's see if I can eat some more of this fruit. Okay, that does give me just a little bit of resources. Let's do a fire pit. You want to do a fire pit? Lean-to, wooden workbench. Yeah. I just need it to be in a somewhat obvious spot. I wish I could press and hold, and it would automatically fill in.
A successful fire. And after a cursory status check, I see your body is free from burns. Now you can start cooking food and boiling water. It's wise to never trust any standing water you find here. You should always boil it first. We know where to find water, but transporting it is another matter. We'll need you to find an object that is suitable for containing water. Keep an eye out for anything that might work, and I'll do the same.
Roast food, add fuel, boil water. Don't have anything I can boil. What else can I make? Chest, but I need another split log. Put that nearby. I have to do a little bit more. Add materials. Okay, so here's everything in my actual inventory. Put that there. So drink clean water, purify water. I guess I'm just going to have to wander for a bit and rely on these seeds for just a little bit of juice. Actually, it looks like they regrow. Lunar light. It doesn't seem to want to let me scan it, though. Well, when in doubt. I mean, it gives me light, which is good. Oh, I see. I'm gonna move the alien corn up. Because, yeah, I'm gonna need to eat food. Luckily, we can just get a bunch of these. So when in doubt, I can just eat seed. Alright, so what else do we have? Find something that can hold water. Scan the tree infection.
Well, this is fascinating. This strange organism seems to possess restorative properties. You see how the growth is concentrated on the damaged area of the tree? I suspect it will eventually fully regenerate the organic material. It's completely alien. Maybe it will be safer to leave this undisturbed for now.
Rainbow crab. Frog. Old drink frog. Rainbow crab? Okay, so it doesn't seem like the rainbow crab can be harvested. I can make it go splort, but that's it.
Pathfinder, do you see that? An infection cluster has appeared near to your equipment. The proximity can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there's a connection. Life calling to life, or death calling to death, I suppose. I strongly suggest scanning the cluster immediately.
Didn't I already? Oh, this one over here. Infection clump.
Well, this is fascinating, if rather alarming. This infection cluster is actively aggressive. Data extrapolation suggests the cluster will continue to grow exponentially. It will grow over your constructions, possibly destroying them in the process. I wonder if this is how the whole ecosystem works here. It's impossible to say right now. It's entirely alien. Unfortunately, this is all a lot worse than it seems. The infection extends below the surface as well. Based on my scans, this infection appears to form as a sort of restorative for the ecosystem here. It only seems to grow on the trees and the areas close to your constructions. My hypothesis is that these growths, this infection, will appear more often the more you establish yourself within this environment. If I'm correct, which I usually am, the infection may grow to encompass and break down your structures and belongings. Like a killer T-cell destroys dangerous cells in the human body, I'm afraid I cannot fathom a way to contain the spread of the mass quite yet. Continue to scan any similar growths you find, and I will do what I can to come up with something. Apparently, my predictions about a day-night cycle were correct. Not surprising at all. My prediction being correct, I mean. The dark is unpredictable enough back on Earth. Down here, we have no idea what to expect. You must be prepared for anything.
I'm gonna start building a tent as well. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need just large quantities of long branches to get this done. That looks like something that can hold water. No? Okay, knife equipped to do this. I feel like just having the knife in your setup should be good enough. Okay. Yeah, that shell looks... Well, maybe that shell wouldn't be perfect. Edible to humans. Well, I mean, if there's this much, I will take it all. Oh, water cone.
My superior three-dimensional imaging skills inform me that object is the correct size and shape to carry water.
Okay, so let's take a couple of these. A couple more. Do I want to go back to the base? I might as well. I don't want to have to go re-harvest all of my stuff. Only immediate problem is... Where was it? And it's probably back up this direction. We also have a couple more of these, like, pumpkin things. Oh, right. I have to have the knife equipped to do this. Yeah, I don't know. I will always be of the opinion of, oh... Okay, so that doesn't work. At least I run really fast. I'm assuming my base is kind of over here to the right. Dang, my stamina comes back fast. Okay, there it is. And I have my PNG tuber on. Oops. Let's do it actually. There it is. Hello, it's me. Interact. Roast food? None. Well, I guess I don't know what the green pumpkin is for. We've got more of that stuff. But the most important thing is grab a water cone. Grab the water cone. Okay. So the problem is I've got my little hotbar here. But I also have the little... the main hotbar, and that is going to mess with me. Okay, so I can drink, but it'll probably make me sick. Boil water.
Full darkness is upon us now. Be very careful. That was clever of you. I'm afraid you're going to be stuck here until we find a way out. Or until help comes from the surface, even if that is statistically highly unlikely. There is a high chance this site has a day-night cycle like Earth's. In anticipation of that, we need to find you a safe place to sleep. If I may, I'd recommend building a lean-to. Your delicate frame is far too fragile to risk shelter in anything less. Luckily, you only need wood and leaves to build one. I'll help you track down the resources.
Oh, I haven't actually scanned the green pumpkin. There we go. No crafting potential. Well, I guess we'll just leave it behind for now. By the way, devs, bit of feedback. I'll be dropping some. Please make shift click or control click move things over quickly. It's just so nice. So I've built the lean-to, but I guess because I sequence broke, I need to build another one. On the plus side, I do have these. Gives me some light. I'm mostly just hanging out because I think hanging out in, like, near the campfire... either it's hanging out near the campfire or, well, I guess we can leave for a second. Is it just that I'm full on sustenance so I heal? Okay. I will say, the pulsing as I... the pulsing as I heal is a little too much. Okay, there was a mosquito. Well, needle nose. But I can't scan it. Well, he's dead. Okay. Let's try building a lean-to again. But first we build a bed. And fortunately, if I'm going to aggro those guys, that makes this tougher. At least there's a bunch of umbrella plants all over the place right here. So I can just can my way through this entire little grove. That is a very funny sound. Okay. Now that I've completely destroyed everything. Kind of wish you could hang the glow fruit on your... like, on your belt or something. I wonder if I can build stand. Logs, trunks, other large objects. Wardrobe. Hunting shelter. Wooden workbench. Leaf tent. Oh no, the lean-to is the basic bed. Okay. I also wish there was an easier way for me to grab one versus the other. I think I pissed off another mosquito.
Huh. You survived the first night. Not what I was expecting.
Let's see. Well, I survived the first night. Not that there was much to go after me. The problem is there's like a gazillion... No, we're at the maximum number of these that can be held. Okay, then I need some logs. Means I need an actual tree. This one probably gives me what I'm looking for. But yeah, I'd like to be able to... pick up like large quantities of the same, whatever the same resource is. So if I'm holding leaves, I want to be able to pick up all the leaves without having to, oopsie, pick up a stick and for it to yell at me, and vice versa.
Excellent. We've successfully accomplished the main necessities needed for human survival: food, water, and shelter. This is the foundation of what we need to keep you alive. You need to survive until help arrives, or until we find a way to get you out of here. I've created a new interface for you, aimed at keeping you alive. I've named it Adaptations. Please check out the Adaptations interface now.
So, a concern with this tent is that I might not be able to interact with my actual bed. We'll see. I want to check my adaptations tab, but let's try rebuilding this tent. I'd also really like to be able to also a leaf. Let's see. I'd also very much like to be able to deconstruct something if possible. Oh my god, there's more leaves. Then I can't pick up the sticks underneath them. My character just gets unhappy at me. Okay, so we've done that. Can I actually use the bed now? No! What? Alright. Check my adaptations. Adaptations. Suggestions to improve your chances of success. Check out the categories. Okay. So, lean-to. It's 67%. Uh-oh. Okay, let me check my options. Mouse and keyboard. There's no way for me to check my controls. Tutorials. Okay, select a new task from adaptation. Maybe it's one of those that I need to build a workbench first.
Building a workbench will help you craft more advanced tools. It's a smart goal to focus on, and it should be relatively easy to build, even for you.
Okay. Grab both of those. Workbench. And bunch of sticks. At least a saving grace on the leaves being in the way perpetually is just that they do sit on top, so it's easier to kind of clear them out. Okay. I want to say some of the sticks might be starting to despawn on me. That's another leaf. There we go. Unless the crafting bench just requires regular sticks.
Picking up a distress call, Pathfinder. Patching it through now.
Hello. Can anyone read me? This is Hakan. Hello. I made it to the rendezvous point, but I'm hurt. Badly. Are you there? Captain? Hannah? Is anyone else alive?
I've pinpointed Hakan's location. The source of the call is near that massive pillar we saw earlier. I'm marking the location now. We need to hurry. Hakan's condition sounds critical.
One other minor criticism, I'm going to take the sound effects back down, is that the dialogue is very quiet compared to everything. It's got voice chat, so I'm kind of assuming that eventually you'll be able to play this with other people. But yeah, I'll see if I can tweak this, because yeah, it's been a little too quiet for talking to the Hollow Watch, let alone other characters. Okay, so what can I do while I'm here? I can make a bow, crab shell. What? Oh, it can be used to get a bottle. Okay. But I need Marcor leather. Can't I just go get a crab shell? I haven't... Yeah, long branch, unknown ingredient. Let's check tools. Mining ore and rocks, firefly. But we need a firefly bladder. Okay. Well, all things considered, let's just get some more water. And just boil some water. So, yeah, I need banana leaves for that. My worry is because I started that lean-to, I can't actually finish the other one. But I think these are somewhat tutorial. Or, no, we did get it. Okay. So we have security, which is shield up and primitive armor. Ecosystem, interact with the drop vine. And then the rescue, missing team, Hakan. If I swap away from that, okay, cool. So I can maybe carry the water cone with me. Oh, it's middle mouse button to remove, but I can't do that with the tents. So the tents are a lie, but we also don't need them too badly. Okay, so let's clear out parts of my inventory for a second. Yeah, the water cone counts as a bottle. I'm going to just put these in here. The seeds go. There we go. So yeah, I might as well stock up on stuff. My health is looking great. We have tons of these. Luckily, inventory space is not based on weight, but just based on how much inventory I actually... or how many slots I have left in my inventory. So yeah, let's go take a look at Hakan. See what he's got for us. I'm assuming quite dead. I should keep an eye out for another banana tree. Ember leaf. Oh. Whatever it's used for, we should probably grab it. Yeah, I'll try and keep an eye out for anything that looks vaguely banana-y. And also grabbing some vines. I mean, luckily survival, at least to the moment, seems pretty light. Oh, another mushroom cave? Water tunnel. But Also sealed for now. It is interesting playing these games. I'm thinking back to getting the water cap so I can actually carry water back to the fire to purify it. You know, if you think I'm having some trouble in this game, imagine trying to do this in real life. I did some amount of survivalism in Boy Scouts when I was younger, but I still think I'd be in trouble if I had to just survive from scratch with next to nothing. So, I mean, having a scan tool that tells me exactly what I can make and how probably would help. I do really like the giant pillars, like the environment here gives this game kind of interesting exploration potential. Well, you look not dead. Has a gun, though.
Thank God someone made it. I thought I'd die here alone. My eyes aren't so good. Is that you, Captain?
It's me.
Pathfinder? But how are you here? Alive? We saw the elevator. It was an inferno. We all thought you were gone. Have you found anyone else? This was our emergency rendezvous point, but I haven't been able to reach any of them.
Did anyone else make it?
The captain, Hannah, Jake, they were alive last I saw them. I tried to keep up with them, but everyone was running, and I ran too. Everyone scattered when it came.
What do you mean, it?
It was a monster.
Why'd you leave us?
We thought you were dead. Found no life signs. Elevator was ash. Jake tried to reach you on comms, but there was nothing from you. Captain made the call. Move or die waiting. We made the wrong call, didn't we?
No, I haven't seen anyone.
Then it's over. We are all that's left. Guess none of us were ever gonna get out of here.
And did you try contacting the surface?
Many times. All comms are down. There's no power. Jake reckoned the crash killed everything. Captain said rescue would take at least 2 weeks. We couldn't wait around that long. Had to survive. Look where that got us.
What happened?
After the crash, we found this place. We needed water. Had to survive. But the monsters, huge white things, they came for us. We all just ran, got separated. This pillar was our agreed meeting point. If something ever split us up, I made it here. The others, I don't know. They never came.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Help? No, not for me. Not now. Nothing but a miracle could help me now. You got one of them? Didn't think so. Just go, Pathfinder. There's nothing you can do for me.
What should I do now?
Try and find the others. And if they are alive, find a way out of here. Don't let this be all for nothing.
I'll stay with you till the end.
The end is already here for me, friend.
So can I have his gun? Oh, it's a
Good
grappling hook
choice.
gun.
Sentimentality has no place in survival situations. Hakan did say he was supposed to meet the others by that pillar. We're already so close, we might as well check it out. There may still be other members of your crew left alive. I haven't picked up any other signals yet, but I will continue to try. Hakan did say he was supposed to meet the others by that pillar. We're already so close, we might as well check it out. This place is interesting. There is no way any of this is natural. Keep going. Let's see what we can discover. You should investigate the area. Use the scanner.
Aerial scan.
I have analyzed the scan data and compiled a report. I cannot tell you exactly what to expect here. All I can say is it's dark, and I suspect there may be dangerous creatures using the darkness to their advantage. We need to make sure you're fully prepared before you enter. I strongly suggest ensuring you have a weapon, some armor, and a light source as a minimum. If you can gather any healing items, my calculations suggest that would give you a higher chance of survival.
Okay, sometimes you'll have the opportunity to scan an area, so that must be a dungeon of sorts. I'm gonna head over there. Those look kind of banana tree-y. I think I'll just make another base. The one I was at was barely anything anyway, and the lean-tos were non-functional. The one problem is I did leave my stones behind at that place, but it's okay. I don't think we need large quantities of them, and they're so easy to find. There's a giant palm tree. No banana, though. Yikes. Well, and it's instantly gone. Took one stab from the knife. Yeah, I'm really hoping to find some of these banana leaves that we're, aware of. I think part of the problem is I don't actually remember what the banana tree looked like. Oh, this does have coconuts on it. Wait, ecosystem. It says left-click ecosystem. I don't think that's... Well, I think I need to do something with it. Yeah, grenades. Yeah, I'd like to make some wooden armor. Let's not climb on top of that. Most assuredly not a banana tree. I'm gonna keep looking around for a little bit. There's no immediate rush. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way back to where I was. For banana tree. We do have a lot of these umbrella leaves. Check this out, because it looked like... Nah. The texture made it look like maybe you could do some mining there, but no dice. Okay, that looks banana tree-ish. No, it's just one of the twisty plants. Okay. Oh, that's a banana tree. Okay, so let's give this a chop. Huh. Okay. We get heavy branches and dry leaves off of these things. Get a number. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it explodes instantly, sometimes it takes some effort. And unfortunately, some of the resources are just falling down off the cliff. We don't need them that bad. Probably. Hey, buddy. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with that. Well, do we want to do one more? I'm going to try chopping it from this side. Grab all the dry leaves first. Drop a tree on him. Does not care. Me too, buddy. Or maybe I wish. Okay. Yeah, there's more I could do. Go back to adaptations. So security. So shield up, but I don't think we know anything about that. Yeah, is there a reason for me to be up here? No. I think I'm just going to grab these. Question is, how bad is fall damage in this game? Barely. Cool. Yeah, because there should be a number of banana leaves that fell down here. Not too many, but enough that I can build a couple more bandages. I figure if I'm going into a dungeon, I might as well be prepared. Yeah, no point trying to build a base in that little nook. Good if I want to grab some resources, bad if I want to live there. This spot, on the other hand, feels a little bit more viable. Nice, big and open. Small chance we might get got by a mosquito. Oh, nope, that's something else. Okay, build... Well, did we build a fire pit here? Yeah. I guess I might as well drink some more. Yeah, because I can just carry that with me. I guess the other thing I should do is just eat these cattail things. Because they actually give an amount of food and water, too. I have so many of them. Okay, so next up we want to do... crafting bench and storage chest. I wish I could press Shift R to, like... rotate the other direction. Honestly, like, I'd actually love it if there was some degree of grid-based crafting. So we need a couple of split logs. All right. Might as well chop this tree down. Unfortunately, that health meter is, I think, a lie. Oh, there it goes. So we can grab the coconuts. I don't know what else is over here. Yeah, some more rocks. I'll take those. Was it just logs and coconuts? Suppose so. I do like the log splitting mechanic. What? Oh, it's because I unequip it. Yeah, unequip it to hold the split logs. Yeah. Still feel like it should be one of those that if, as long as you have it on you, you should just auto switch to it. Okay, so that's some basics. Do I want to get a lean-to? No. I don't, as far as I know, my character does not need to sleep for any reason. So I could also make like a house if I wanted to. Doesn't seem like there's much. Okay, so do I want to make a bunch of healing bandages? Ooh, I would love to be able to craft more than one of these. Like if I can increase the amount that I'm crafting, would be lovely. And yeah, can't make a bow. Oh, because we probably need to go to the... A wearable lantern. I don't know why it says I can't craft it, considering I absolutely could. Spear needs a long branch. Might be a good idea. There's also a stone sword. And a wood chest plate. Okay, so what can I clear out of my inventory? Is there a way I can sort? Well, I have more dry leaves than I know what to do with. What are these? Not sure. Yeah, so I'm just going to move a bunch of these things around. I'll keep the sticks with me. I'm sure those are useful. Okay, keep those with me because I don't know how many I can have. Question. Interact. Roast food? No, can't roast coconut. Get the chest plate, get the sword, get the lunar light lantern. Back to inventory. Okay, lunar light lantern. Waist? Held in your hand, attached to your waist. Cool. Also wooden chest plate. Nope. Feel like you should toss that. Well, if I just do equip item, it was that slot. Okay. So can I make the wooden leg plates as well? I need some heavy branches. At least I've got light. More than I had earlier. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of being able to see armor and equipment on my character. I know that was something the developers had mentioned. But I am not so chesty that I can see my chest all the time. But, like, I'm not a small guy. And I'm not this cognizant of my chest as I am in this game. I think part of it is because the camera is too... Oh, that's what it is. The camera is too low. So I think the camera is placed roughly about where my character's neck would be. Rather than where their eyes are, give or take. And so because of that, it's kind of in the field of view. When it wouldn't naturally be there. Like, yeah. I guess if I like try and become a turtle man, that would do it. It's a minor thing, but it is one of those where, like, it really does make a difference. Okay, wooden leg plates. Oh, it's heavy branches. I guess let's make a stand. I definitely do have enough heavy branches. Area of effect crafting would also be really lovely. Just as a, like, hey, I've got a bench right next to a chest.
Oh, well done. I must admit, I did worry creating a set of armor may have been beyond your capabilities. Well, happy to be proved wrong for once. Now, keep that armor on at all times for your own safety. And remember, you're only as good as your equipment. Make sure you keep an eye on wear and tear. Well done. I think that shield might actually protect you against some threats.
Okay, I'm gonna put the coconuts away. I don't think we need dry leaves. These are my bandages. Probably. Okay. Do inventory. I'm gonna take these fruits out. Do I have a spare shield? Is that what's going on? No. I don't. Huh. Okay. I'm going to swap the knife in. Cutting small plants. Okay, so there are reasons to have that. Okay. I honestly kind of wish there were tool slots. Axe, pickaxe, hammer. You know, weapons maybe not so much so. But rather than having them be things that you equip to your hand directly. Burnt cave suit. So this is our like starting armor, which is fundamentally worthless to us. Is there anything else? There's that jerk, but I think we just put those in. I'm not going to bother with it. I think we're going to go dungeon crawling. I can try and... Oh, do we want to check the Silkworm Cave briefly? What am I stuck on? I have no idea. Silkworm Cave is probably going to give me the thread that I need to make a bow. I'm not even going to do archery. What am I kidding? I'm just going to take a sword and a shield. I can block. I can attack. Yeah, it should be good. There's some temptation to like go for a spear. I could do that, but this is good enough. I really like how fast this stamina comes back. You know, stop running for a bit, just instantly right back. God, I wish I was that fit. I mean, yeah, more or less, just, you know, take a short break, instantly feel ready and raring to go again. So overall, good to go. Oh, recommended adaptations. Sword. Really? How do we not have the sword one? Oh, because we haven't unlocked it yet. Yeah, leaving that for later. Why is there a deer in here? Oh, well. What lurks in this dark land? Oh.
This is some kind of alien structure. There is nothing comparable on Earth, according to my records. I suspect there's still a lot more to uncover. Let's keep exploring, Pathfinder.
So I found an alien battery. I got it. Well, power's on.
These devices all look to be alien. I can find no match in my archives. Everything seems to be inactive, however. Well, except for that big cylinder. That does have power.
Way ahead of you, buddy. What was that? Something exploded. Alien door, but that one won't work. Maybe the power's out in this area? Luckily, the silkworms are pretty worthless. And go down near instantly. Infection fungi. Righto. Well, I do appreciate that this immediately goes into the alien mystery. Explosive barrel.
Do you see it? There's some kind of creature ahead.
Well, there was. Cave spitter. No crafting recipes. I hope that changes. I think right now I'm trying to mantle over things. Because there's like low-hanging structures all over the place. No, where's my shield? I also feel like equipping a shield, or grabbing a explosive barrel or any other thing, logs, explosive barrels. The moment you are no longer holding those, they should no longer, as soon as you, like, drop them, your character should immediately swap back to what they were holding beforehand. And yeah, you should not be able to mantle here. Damn, these aliens have kind of a neat little loungy area. It's like if you take the Geiger out of H.R. Geiger. Like, it's not, or is it Giger? Forget. It's definitely a non-standard pronunciation from what I remember.
Remarkable. I think these are computers.
Why is that chest just filled with stone? Corrupted. Missing table entry. Well, that's not helpful. More ember leaves, and nothing else here. Like, I don't know about you. It's a little weird that the aliens just have random supply chests full of rocks. All of this fancy... So, okay, let's leave that door for a bit. Got him. Yeah, once again, rocks. I guess the point is if you had a bow, this would be useful.
By Turing's grace, what is that? You should scan this. I need to know what we're facing here.
Planet cancer.
The results are interesting. Whatever this organism is, it's everywhere and pulsing in a most biological way. My scan indicates this matter closely matches our earlier scans too. The main difference here is that the biomarkers are far more concentrated. This one is stronger. Logic suggests we're getting closer to the main source of this organism, where the initial infection began to spread.
I'm just gonna max out all of my stuff. I really want to play a game at some point where you are like a bunch of robots and you've landed on a planet and it's actually just a giant egg, or it's like super corrupted. I feel like that would be kind of a fun premise if you're just a bunch of angry robots who Is it still alive? The answer is yes. Well, the aliens are extremely cool. I got its claw. Aliens, the bugs, whatever these things are. I was not expecting this so early into this game, but I will admit it's raised the stakes to make me interested. I'm thinking like Halo took, oh gosh, quite a number of chapters before the Flood showed up. We can get in here, maybe. I don't know what it is. Button. Well, I've done it. Another alien door. That one seems to be off. Oh, that's... Don't loot it. Well, I'm hearing it. Can I open the door? Yes. I'm just gonna Donkey Kong this, I suppose. What else do we have? Nope, nothing. Feels like the loot you get in here is a little underwhelming. That's okay. What if you can repair things? Nope. Oh, it's okay. I've got a bunch of other weapons that I can use if I need to. I do also have the grappling gun, which I haven't been compelled to use yet, but it feels like we're getting to a point where we're going to need to. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of these side rooms are also kind of nothing. Well, that didn't do it. We've got a chest in here. Yeah, none of these side rooms seem like they have buttons or interactables in them. Another chest, but no. This thing? No button normally. Because I'd pressed that one button. And then this one won't open for some reason. Because yeah, there was this, which I feel like it should have done more. Unless these lights on the ground lead somewhere, but I don't think they do. Yeah, because this is where we started. This is where it went from normal to wall flesh. And I don't want to stop here. At this point, we're going a little over time. But... Oh. Oh! Does that hurt me? No, it just prevents me from moving through. I guess that works. Okay, don't do that, actually. That's very funny. Okay, silkworm in the wall. More meat. Okay, good. Door's open. But I don't think this is it yet. I think we need to keep going. No, this actually does seem like the right way. I'm just not seeing anything to interact with. More infection fungi. But maybe now that I know about this vent system, maybe there's more I can do. Also that, but I think that's supposed to be kind of like a, hey, vents here. There's no vents in this room that I know of. Not seeing any vents elsewhere. Like, obviously... Wait. Maybe? Oh. It wasn't a puzzle at all. Because my sword is more than strong enough to take out all of these guys at the moment. I'm actually just gonna blitz through this. The thing is, like, the silkworms don't really threaten me. They're not fast enough to follow.
Comparing this layout to all known schematics, I'd say this was a classroom. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
They don't do that much damage either. Well, I mean, on a personal level, I think this is maybe getting a little big for me. That it's like a full-on dungeon crawl, which is compelling, but maybe too expansive. Kind of ran out of resources a while ago. This looks special enough that is worth looking into.
I do not have a good feeling about this at all. The infection is growing. It's much denser here. By Turing, it's everywhere. We must be really close to the source now.
Good enough. Yeah, like I said, just gonna Donkey Kong my way through everything. Because that hit me. Okay. I'm just gonna kill the slicer beetle. Grab those. Are these weapons? No, it's for crafting stuff. Oh, there's something shooting at me. Well. Oh, it killed itself. Pfft. Apparently, friendly fire is a thing. Sick. And yeah, I can always switch to the knife or some of the other goodies if I need to. Or goodies, tools if I need to. Like, part of the problem is every single chest in here just has a rock. I know this is probably just because it's alpha. But there's definitely that feeling of like, this is kind of a waste of my time. Okay, that's where the explodey guy was. Anything else in here? Maybe. I guess I'll... Something I can scan? It looks special, but it's not. I've already scanned the infection. Back to sword. You can't stop me, I'm too fast for you. Bye. Yeah, bunk room and test tubes. Is that a pressure plate? I have no idea. Doesn't seem like it. Looks like it's maybe supposed to be one.
Is it the epicenter of the infection? This is where it all originates from. You see that console? Check that first. Any data we can acquire will be a bonus. I've located the exit. It appears to be locked. Keep searching the files. Maybe we'll find more information.
Okay, so it's...
The keycard is in the tube, with the monster. Wonderful. Unfortunately, we do need to get a hold of that keycard. It's the one for the locked door. Let's focus on one step at a time. We need to supply the tube with power to have any hope of opening it. There are 4 empty slots to fill. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
Is that just...
Such a strange place. All these creatures we keep coming across, they've been created, made, modified by something. And then this infection, it seems it made everything down here worse.
This whole room is just filled with mosquitoes. And they're so small. Infected kamikazes. Okay. And this is massive, too. Does my sword even have durability anymore? Durability is 0. It still seems to do damage, so I guess durability is imaginary. Okay, well, I'm going to leave us here, just because this actually seems pretty substantial. The whole dungeon was. I'm equal parts actually really intrigued, and also a little, I don't want to say underwhelmed. It just needs loot, or at least something to sustain me. I think not having durability systems are nice. I think the big one is I wish there was more lore than just weird flesh rooms filled with worms in them. Mainly to describe, well, obviously this is supposed to be like this big facility, and like it does, you know, not every room has to serve a purpose. This is so big that it almost feels like some of these rooms should serve more of a purpose, just to make them a little bit more long-term engaging. Otherwise, I kind of felt like I was just like wasting my time running past a bunch of silkworms. You know, initially fighting them and saying, actually, these things are just here to slow me down. I play a lot of tabletop RPGs, and combat works for 2 things. Combat works as a design choice for a lot of different things. One of the big ones is most overtly just a, you know, it's fun to fight. The combat system is good. I don't think this combat system is refined enough to like really lean on as a motivator. You know, I think the point is somewhat supposed to be attrition, but as long as you have the correct resources, you can kind of just get through. I guess I'm running out of food. And so I'm not naturally healing anymore. But yeah, there's so many enemies, and they don't drop anything useful. Thanks. But yeah, so when I'm DMing like a tabletop RPG adventure, I usually use combat as a like, oh, I don't actually have something planned at the moment. I'm gonna throw people into like a deep tactical fight that's gonna take like a while, but once they're you know, once they're done with it, kind of the session ends, and it gives me time to fill out the next couple of locations. That's like really far away for both of these. Like this is a full-on dungeon crawl. And so things that would make the adventuring feel better would be honestly a leveling system, some kind of intrinsic reward system for fighting this many worms. Same thing with like going into these rooms, like, oh, it's a boom beetle, but why would I fight it? It's not really a threat to me. I found a battery. Was I supposed to go through this entire thing just to get the battery to bring back for that tube? I suppose that's 100% the case. I'm sure it'll be fine at release. This is just alpha. But this kind of dungeon would be really cool if you almost had to like build a base in the middle of it and like go on short trips down repeatedly. As kind of like a, oh shoot, you know, I need to get you know, get my survival stuff back up, my gear and equipment repaired. Here's like some very clear base building opportunities to get that done. Maybe. And I think I need to get another battery. 2 more? 3 more batteries. Yeah. Yes, I'll leave it here. Yeah, I like where this is going. I think it's a solid survival sandbox game. The combat system maybe could use a little bit of work. I think part of the issue that I'm running into is mostly just the movement system gets in the way sometimes, trying to mantle over stuff or getting stuck on things on the ground. And also, the camera angle being in the way. I also would say, I don't think the durability system does anything for this game. I mean, currently it doesn't do anything. It's not a limitation at all. I'm assuming this is implying that I can get maybe the other batteries through these doors. Maybe. I don't know. But that I would actually be perfectly fine if this game didn't have durability at all. I think it works in some experiences in some games, but not all of them. I'd also say for this dungeon, a little bit of environmental, like, indication of where to go would be lovely. Obviously, we've got these missing string table and inspect console. Obviously missing string table is not helpful. But having something that is, like, much more visually clear for a location of, hey, there's, like, this is plugged in somewhere. You can see kind of the power line. Follow it. And it doesn't have to be visible at all times, but it's like, if it was more obvious that, hey, there's the red battery down this direction, or a battery down this direction, it would make this a little more doable. And I'm doing fine. It's mostly just a matter of, like, I can see somebody getting hellaciously lost in here. I guess that is what that ring is. Because that was just the red door that I went through, and then there's the blue over there. So maybe it's fine. I don't know. This is very big. I've spent a lot longer in this dungeon than I thought I was going to. And, once again, while I love this setting and I think it's really cool, also kind of stands at odds with the survival sandbox, because it very quickly turns this into a dungeon crawling game, rather than full survival sandbox. And I'd honestly love to see it stick with that and go further. You know, lean harder into the dungeon crawling. Don't use the survival sandbox for much apart from just base building and, like, a little bit of light, I don't know, resource collection. If players really want to spend the time, they can farm food and prep other things, or they can just, like, grab the nearest sword and go. Yeah, okay, so there is the environmental storytelling. I do also see the cable here, so I guess I just didn't notice it initially. Also did not... I think it's once you get in here, it gets a little murky. So do we go here for the yellow door? I don't know. Oh yeah, there's the yellow battery. So I guess I just went down the longest versions of these at first. But yeah, I'd love the combat system to be a little bit more incentivized, because right now the, my best strategy in most of these cases is to literally just run past everything. Because I don't need to... I don't benefit from fighting the silkworms.
So far, so good. You should be able to open up the tube now. Just make sure you're prepared for anything. I don't know what to expect from that monster.
Here's the consoles that came in. It's over. Ah, here it is. Unfortunately, those markers aren't particularly helpful. Activate tube.
I've detected a poisonous gas leak. Also, the monster is now uncontained. Be careful, Pathfinder.
You know, I'd be fine with a poisonous gas leak if I could see what was going on. Am I damaging the alien batteries as well? I'm not taking any damage from anything. Oh, there you are. Alright, boyo. Oh, I seem to have unequipped my shield somewhere in this process. You know what, actually? I'm gonna go back to eating snacks for a bit. Probably should have put bandages on my bar. But yeah, I can barely see anything. I think if the poison gas cloud... Is she hurting herself? Well, that's not helpful. I guess I'm just gonna wait. It ran away so I could eat for a second. And now I've lost her completely? Yeah, oh, there she is. I mean, that's effective. Boop. Time to mutate. Yeah, apparently mutation is like a major mechanic for this. Okay, now we go up here. But yeah, I feel like making it so players can barely see during boss fight is rough. Is it open? Okay, I guess I just have to crouch. I still can barely see, and that's rough. But I've done it!
Huh. It seems you've returned to reality. Now, I've never mollycoddled you before, Pathfinder, and I won't do it now. That plant you touched, it changed you, on a genetic level. Your body now shares biomarkers with the alien fauna around us. In a way, you're a part of this whole ecosystem now. There, that movement you just made, it was instinctive, wasn't it? That's your new connection at work. Here, I've compiled a new interface for you to use. Let me show you. This connection you have with these alien creatures, I've called it symbiosis. The more infected you become, the more like them you become. I'm unable to fully predict what that means for you. You could be gaining new abilities or slowly losing yourself. I just don't know yet. For now, this power supply might well be the only thing keeping you alive. But I can't tell if you're stable or what happens next. What saves you today could kill you tomorrow. All we can do for now is to monitor you closely and see how your symbiosis reacts to the external stimuli here. I know that's a lot to take in, but do keep up. There's something else I need to tell you. Now, the exposure you had to that plant, it's altered you. Scientifically, it's caused a mutation within your biological systems. The ability you had to open up the way out, that's a part of the mutation. Your body is communicating with the organisms around you in ways I can't even determine right now. Next time we find another plant of that species, you should scan it. I might be able to tell you more about it then. Look, that's everything I have for you right now. I know there's a lot to take in, but if I let you dwell on things, we could lose our opportunity to escape this place. We need to find a way out of here, now.
Kind of wish they had done that as I was walking around. Because this base is big.
Well, would you look at that? A map. A map of this place. And if I'm interpreting this correctly, which I am, of course, this console here controls the lockdown that's in place. Luckily, it seems we can also lift the lockdown. And we need to lift it if we want to get out of here.
That's probably a bad thing. But it's already going down, so who cares?
We definitely triggered something. Let's hope it was only the lockdown and nothing more consequential. Do you see that light? I think that's the way out.
Generally, I wouldn't recommend taking the elevator in the exploding building. All right.
I never thought I'd be glad to see that jungle again.
Eh? There it is.
Where did the lake go? Wait, is that a hatch? There is nothing natural here at all, is there? Let's go. We need to check this out. This is incredible. This organism is reacting to you. It recognizes something within you.
Oh, well, and that's the end of the game. Cool. Thanks for playing the playtest version of Blind Descent. Really hope you enjoyed the experience and we're happy to hear about your thoughts for it. Please fulfill the survey following the link below and help us better understand. Okay. Limited on content, some areas you can't visit.
I think it's safe for you to touch it. Try grabbing that vine.
Use the drop vine. Don't know, checking the hatch. But yeah, I like where this is going so far. I feel like the, oh no, beyond the reach in the demo. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see, and I have no idea which vine it was telling me about because there was no marker, and that's fine. I feel like the mantling is the one thing that bugs me. Oh my gosh. Mantling bugs me the most, if only because it's a very slow animation. I'd reserve that for like when you're really mantling up something. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, like there, that's good mantling. Middle combat, hopping onto a table. Mantling is silly. Anywho. I like where this is going. I think the survival sandbox elements are okay. Well, it really doesn't want me to play any more of this. So we'll just go out to the main menu. Does this bring us to the main menu or does it close the game? I have no idea. Looks like it brings us out to the main menu. But I wish the survival sandbox and the dungeon crawling was maybe a little bit more tied together, or maybe not. You know, have it be that the survival sandbox is really just the thing that you do in between dungeon crawls, and you're mostly just trying to get enough food and supplies and everything so you can tackle the next dungeon crawl comfortably. I think there's different ways to do it. My main fear is just that, like, big open world and then massive dungeons. I think that last dungeon crawl took like an hour to clear. No, over an hour, which is wild. This is a long video. And so either figuring out how to blend the two or to just, yeah, have it be that open world really does just string you from dungeon to dungeon, but each of those unlocks new things for you. Don't know. Hard to say. I do like the fact that it all is all set in kind of a presumably hand-designed and interior location. So rather than this broad open world with kind of not really no limits, but, you know, bigger than any player would ever want to explore, potentially by putting it underground in a series of caverns instead, and maybe making it small enough that like anybody and everybody can see the full entirety of it without taking too long wouldn't be a bad idea. It felt like I was wandering kind of aimlessly early on looking for the water cups, even though I'm sure I walked past a bunch. In fact, I'm 90% sure I did. It just didn't have the marker that I could scan them, and I don't think I could interact with them either, which was confusing. Is fine. I just would love to see the environment probably be a bit smaller or more full of interesting stuff to interact with. But again, this is also an alpha playtest, so I'm sure there's I'm sure there's going to be much more when the actual game launches. The other thing for like fighting enemies, I feel like you should just get like a currency, just mutation points that you're slowly building up and you can spend on upgrading things. I think that would be the easiest way to do it. But for now, at least, I might as well mention that the Blind Descent playtest is going on Steam right now, so if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. And I guess as part of that, I want to say a very quick thank you to Pakach and Meta Publishing for reaching out and sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you. And it was very interesting. I was not expecting us to immediately go into Alien Flesh Dungeon. Like Alien Ruins, sure. Alien Flesh Dungeon, though, not so much so. And that was a nice surprise. But I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.